Hello, thanks for joining us here on France 24 for the business interview. I'm Tom Burges Watson. Now today my guest is one of the most successful figures in the history of British motor racing. Whether or not you're interested in Formula One and racing, there are no doubt lessons everyone in the world of business can draw from this man, a perfectionist with a nothing is impossible approach. Ron Dennis, Executive Chairman of McLaren, thank you very much indeed for joining us. You've gone a little bit further than many corporate chiefs. You've got a new headquarters in the UK designed by none other than Norman Foster. You're calling it an industrial utopia. Do you think other companies in other industries could maybe take a page out of your book and provide such amazing facilities for their employees? Do you think it's so important? What purpose does it serve for you, a ratings agency, to downgrade one of these countries at a time when we can all see that they're in a state of turmoil?
I can understand.
China is the world's biggest car market, so it's an obvious focus for any car manufacturer, and you're by no means alone in that market. You've got to do something or offer something that no one else has. What's going to be your way of setting Volvo apart from the competition?
Well, I think
And it's a time when we'd obviously like to have someone quite strong at the helm of the IMF, and there's a vacancy there. Is there a preferred candidate? Is it Lagarde or Carstens? Which one is the... Now, there's considerable speculation across the world about just what Ben Ali left Tunisia with. Did he leave with as much of the country's wealth as was reported, the tons of gold on the aeroplane? You give British institutions quite a hard time in your book. Rolls-Royce, the monarchy, British Petroleum, British overseas territories, former British colonies. You've been living in Britain for more than 2 decades. Have you turned into a Britain basher?
Into a critical situation and to find solution.
But it's not just Greece. I mean, it's Portugal, there's Ireland. Where did it all go so wrong in the Eurozone, in your view?
You know, we need to take into account...
Okay, and before we go, the leadership of many countries in the Arab world must be watching those events, particularly in Egypt and Tunisia, with a degree of alarm. In your view, which countries' leaders have probably the least to worry about?